Hi, and welcome back to our channel 3, 2, 1 and done. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the process I follow to finish this piece of American Black Walnut using our wood 716 sealer and top coat combination. In this step, I'm busy abrading the surface with a 220 grade sandpaper. After sanding, I take my trusty air duster and brush and carefully blow off all the dust, ensuring I move with the grain and eventually across the grain. After cleaning, I relocate the workpiece to place it directly under my UV light and double checking which way the grain is running. While it's running top to bottom, when you wipe it with a cloth, you tend to find it wipes easier in one direction than another. Here I'm busy pouring out the remaining amount of 716 from my small trial size bottle. I've prepared a paint pad and wrapped it with our microfiber cloth to enable me to now start to spread the initial seal coat. As you can see, I'm working the material across the board to try and get an even coverage and always working with the grain. So the target here is to try and spread the amount of coating that I poured out evenly across the whole surface. So as I'm spreading, I'm paying attention to areas where there's a little bit more open grain and the seal coat tends to draw in. So I just keep working the surface, constantly looking and spreading and respreading. As I can't rotate this piece, I move around, paying particular attention to the sides, making sure I don't have any run marks running down the sides or excess material, and just ensuring I have good wet out. And once again, I relook at the surface at the top to make sure we have an even sheen level in the seal coat. And now we're getting ready to cure. So after the initial first cure, we are now abrading the surface using 400 dry sandpaper and looking for a nice change in the surface texture and coloration. As you can see, it's turning to a nice white finish which is a really good indication that the initial coat that we had applied was sufficiently thick enough to cure properly, leaving a nice dusty, powdery surface. Then take my trusty brush and air duster and blow off all the excess dust from the abrading process. And this ensures that we have a nice, good, clean surface for our first top coat. Check out the link below for buying the microfiber buffing pad that we fit to our Bauer cordless buffing tool. This works extremely well with the 716 for a really thin, consistent finish. And here you can see I'm busy getting ready to apply my first coat, or the first top coat, using this method. As you will see, this works extremely well and takes not much practice to get it right. Here I pour a little bit out directly onto the pad rather than on the work surface. As this is a new pad, it's obviously going to use somewhat more of the 716 sealer to wet out the pad and then transfer that to the workpiece. As you can see, it applies very easily and very nicely. And now that I've completed full wet out of the surface, I'm looking very closely to make sure that I've got a good even texture all over and there's no particularly dry spots or overly wet areas. Always check and always make sure before you cure. You have time, so do not rush the curing process. As we have time, I'm constantly looking to make sure we've got good coverage, consistent finish, and that there's no trash, hairs, or anything left in the surface before curing. And as we can see here, this is what the surface looks like after curing. And as you can see, we have a very nice satin finish with a very consistent texture, and we still have some of the grain showing. Fantastic. And thanks for joining our channel 3, 2, 1 and done. Have a good day and enjoy your projects.